There was no warning, no announcement, no declaration of power. Only the low hum of energy in the air and the distant howling of wind as the great ape lunged forward. The ground ruptured beneath Vegeta's massive frame. Stone shattered. Mountains trembled as his fist tore through the air toward Freeza with overwhelming force. The blow should have ended everything. Instead, Freeza laughed. He slid backward through the sky, barely avoiding the strike, his tail curling lazily as if this were nothing more than a distraction. My, you truly have changed, Freeza said. Behind him, Zarbon and Dodoria froze, their confidence evaporating as they witnessed the scale of Vegeta's power. Leave, Freeza added casually, not even turning his head. Return to the ship. They didn't hesitate, however they never made it far. A beam of ki erupted from the great ape's mouth, precise, merciless. Zarbon and Dodoria vanished in an instant, erased completely, their existence reduced to fading light and silence. The battlefield went still. That's a shame, Freeza said with a small smile. Then his eyes returned to Vegeta. The clash resumed. The great ape roared, swinging with relentless fury. Each strike carried enough force to reshape the land. Freeza met him head-on, weaving, deflecting, countering with sharp, controlled movements. For the first time, this was not domination. It was a fight. Freeza was forced back, his feet skidding across broken stone. A massive fist clipped aside, sending him crashing through a cliff face. Dust filled the air. Vegeta's breathing slowed. The great ape straightened. There was a pause, and hope crept in. Freeza emerged from the rubble, brushing debris from his shoulder. His expression had changed, no longer amused, no longer relaxed. Vegeta charged again, faster now, more deliberate. Blow after blow forced Freeza on the defensive. The battlefield shook under the weight of Saiyan power. For a moment, it truly seemed possible. Then Freeza sighed. This little fantasy, he said calmly, has gone on long enough. Freeza disappeared. Pain erupted through Vegeta's body. The great ape roared, not in rage but agony, as something was torn away. His balance vanished instantly. His strength collapsed like sand through open fingers. His tail, the massive form convulsed violently. Bones cracked inward, fur receded. The towering shadow shrank rapidly as gravity reclaimed its prize. The earth trembled when Vegeta hit the ground. No roar followed, only labored breathing. Frieza hovered above him, arms crossed, expression flat. Disappointed, Frieza descended slowly. His tail wrapped around Vegeta's throat, lifting the Saiyan prince effortlessly into the air. Vegeta clawed weakly at it, boots kicking uselessly. A fist struck his ribs. Something shattered. Another blow followed. Then another, each impact sending Vegeta flying, slamming into stone, dragging his broken body through the battlefield. Frieza did not rush. He savored it. This, Frieza said quietly, is the true difference between us. Vegeta tried to stand. His arms gave out. Frieza landed in front of him and leaned down. I've been holding back, he said, voice almost gentle. And now, I will show you something I never showed your father. Frieza transformed. His body twisted and expanded, power flooding outward like a tidal wave. The sky darkened. The air became unbearably heavy. Vegeta's vision blurred. Every instinct screamed danger. This form surpasses 1 million. Frieza said. Vegeta felt it immediately, not as pressure, but as certainty. There was no path forward, no strategy, no miracle. Only the end was ahead. Vegeta's body shook against the ground, not from fear, but from understanding the impending doom. Memories surfaced uninvited. His father kneeling, his race erased, his life spent serving another. Every victory had been meaningless. Every sacrifice wasted. Vegeta's fingers clenched, digging into shattered stone. No, he muttered weakly. The word barely carried sound, but something stirred. Not pride, not rage, but defiance. I'm the prince, Vegeta growled, forcing himself upright. And I will not disappear like the rest. The air around him began to vibrate. The ground trembled. Golden light erupted violently from Vegeta's body, tearing through the battlefield like a storm. His scream echoed skyward as power surged beyond anything seen before. Hair ignited into blazing gold. Eyes hardened, sharp, merciless. The Super Saiyan stood. Frieza froze. Vegeta vanished. A single strike sent Frieza crashing across the land, his body carving trenches through stone. Another followed, then another. Vegeta laughed, wild, unrestrained. So this is the legend, he said, voice shaking with power. So this is what they feared. Frieza rose slowly. Furious, he transformed again. Frieza's third form emerged, twisted and monstrous. The battlefield ceased to exist as the two collided. Power tore through the land, erasing everything nearby. Neither side yielded. Vegeta pressed harder, but his breathing grew heavier. The golden aura flared violently. Energy screamed across the battlefield, ripping stone from the ground, bending the air itself. The sky darkened as power gathered around Vegeta in blinding waves. The Super Saiyan stood trembling, not from fear but strain. His veins burned and muscles tore. The legend was being forced into existence. Vegeta raised his hands. Every ounce of power he had left surged forward, raw, uncontrolled, catastrophic. The blast erupted outward, a pillar of light that swallowed the horizon, drowning the world in gold. The land ceased to exist, and only silence followed. Vegeta stood alone, breathing. A smile formed, but then just as he walked away, he felt dread. A voice came from behind him. How tragic. Vegeta turned. Freeza stood behind him, smaller, smooth, flawless. But most importantly, unharmed. This, Freeza said softly, is my final form. The golden light around Vegeta flickered violently. For the first time since arriving on Namek, Vegeta understood. This was not a battle. This was an execution. Freeza raised a single finger, charging a sphere of energy, the same attack that destroyed planet Vegeta. Your downfall was always your pride, he said calmly, pointing his finger in an explosion that consumed planet Namek. Some timelines have good endings while others just fade into destruction. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to explore another timeline, there should be one on your screen right now.